I feel inspired today, so I want to try this new opening. If people don't know the backstory, there is a player, an anonymous grandmaster on chess.com, who was playing this seemingly like terrible opening: a4 rook a3 and a5 rook a6 with black, very often sacking the rook for bishop within the first 3 moves. But he was beating like a lot of players, including Naroditsky, in a long match. And there was all this drama because the account got banned, and then there was a whole Reddit post. And the Grandmaster revealed himself as GM Brandon Jacobson, and he told the backstory of this opening. And it actually like is an interesting blitz weapon. I think it's super easy to dismiss as just terrible, which honestly it objectively is. But let me change my time control here. In a blitz game, like rooks aren't that powerful compared to minor pieces. And sometimes in the middle game, minor pieces are preferable over rooks because the files are closed. So I want to try out this opening in today's probably Title Tuesday, but let's play like a practice game first. Let's see how it goes.
Happy 1 year. Thanks for all the great content. Eric.
Here we go. Thank you. So the point of this opening, okay, we violate opening principles, we give away some material, but then basically we play a hippo setup. And it's very easy to just blitz out moves. That's probably a good move. I have to play this. Queen d2 might be coming. Oh dear. I might be suffering a lot here. I have to take. We're already seeing the drawbacks of this opening. I don't think I'm going to get banned for fair play by playing this opening. But we'll see. We'll see if I can salvage this. Got some pressure on the center. Try and use my horsies. Takes. It's actually a really annoying move. F5 doesn't quite work. Yeah, this is really bad. Why am I doing this to myself? Already regretting all my life decisions. Okay, I have an idea. I'm going to play g5. The idea is to play f5 after pawn takes pawn. Try and trap the rook. The nice thing about this opening, there's no pressure on me. Like I'm expected to lose what is probably a losing position, but I think there's psychological pressure on my opponent to convert the winning position. Oh no, I allowed rook e5, or rook d4.
Visu, an opening as solid as pea soup. Shove forward the flank pawn, rook lift to the front lawn. It almost makes you wish for a redo.
Yeah, it's a great way of putting it. Thank you, Logie Bear. Nice poetry. I have a time advantage, but positionally, materialistically, not looking that great. I probably should just throw in the towel. Okay. Well, that was my first try. This might be a really bad idea to play in Title Tuesday, but I feel inspired. I'm going to hop in the 3-minute pool again. Oh, opponent is oh, opponent's doing what I'm trying to do. Okay, well I sack the exchange. Let me try and redeem myself here. And keep the bishop pair. Okay, I have the g4 square for the knight. F5. It's aggressive. Reroute the bishop. Hmm. Interesting. Oh. And this is kind of what I want, just a very spicy position. 94, take. Takes, queen takes. Let's try this. Yeah, Magnus Carlsen played this opening like every game earlier in Title Tuesday and scored 8.5 out of 11. But yeah, maybe this opening is just meant for like complete beginners and the world champion, or the former world champion. It's a fun position though. The knight on e4, pawn on g6, and pieces are just scattered like everywhere. I feel like I have decent attacking potential, like bishop d4, maybe coming soon. To take with the king, as I do. Attacking the knight. Thank you, MLP.
Thank you for
Vicente.
nice content. You inspired me to prep pawns Yanni for today's club game.
Ooh, good
Keep
luck.
it up.
Okay, where's my tactic? This is a hilarious position. I think I just take the pawn. E4 is defended enough times. King is chilling in the center. If I take, pawn takes. Knight d5 is a threat. Yeah, I probably have to take. And then maybe I can take on a4. This move. Okay, the rook wants to come into d2 probably. Maybe h4, h5. King can hopefully be safe on g6. I like my chances here. Time-wise, it's very good. King is decently safe. The minor pieces control a lot of squares. Like controlling a ton of squares in white's territory. Between both knights, the bishop, queen. White's threatening this. Probably king g6. Hmm. It's kind of annoying. Okay. The position was confusing. My opponent burned a lot of time there. Okay, that's my first win with this opening. I gained 6 rating points. So maybe it's viable for me in Title Tuesday. Again, if you're just joining, I'm trying out this like new meme opening, which I don't know if it has a name, like the Rook odds line or the Visu attack. Are people calling it the Visu? After the previously anonymous chess.com account. Let's do another. This might be my last game before Title Tuesday. Almost played d4 based on muscle memory. Pros and cons of this opening. The cons are you lose a piece, you violate principles, you get an objectively lost position on move 2. But the pros are you psychologically torment your opponent and you get an early time advantage. And you have 1 extra minor piece compared to your opponent. And you get to put your queen in the corner. There's actually a lot of pros. I think a lot of games will typically go like this, where opponent will just control the center, play natural moves, but then not know what to do. And I'll just chill with my hippo setup. Maybe queen a4 coming.
Good luck today.
Thank you. I'll probably need it. Not too scared of that, actually. Or am I? h4, g4. Yeah, the queen supports g4. I could take. And taking actually looks reasonable. I just don't want any files to open.
"29 is a nice prime number."
Oh, it is nice prime. FCL. The position is actually really solid for white. Still kind of doing my own thing. Like, the rooks aren't too useful. What do I want to do now, though? Thinking d4, but I don't want to open files. There. Okay, I'm allowing e4, takes, and then knight d4. I have to play b4 here. Not really a move I wanted to play, but maybe I can follow up with c4. c4. It looks playable. Yeah, this looks interesting. Calculating takes. Bishop will land on c5. I get a6, a7. a6, rook b5 takes. Maybe it's not good enough. I probably have to take that. Hey, yes, it's Iris. Gifting 5. Thanks so much. I think I can target the rook. Oh, that's a good move. Okay. Rook b1 was missed there. Hmm. Okay. Good fight. Good fight. I can't be too disappointed there. What to do?
Trying a new opening repertoire. Same Eric, same.
Yeah. Not the most traditional opening repertoire. I was happy with what I got. I'm curious if I had anything better around here. Oh, knight c3. Knight c3 I didn't consider. Another way to attack the rook. And then if the rook moves back, then I can take the pawn, and yeah, it's perhaps a bit more preferable compared to what happened in the game. Okay, well, I think I'm warmed up. Maybe a little bit. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, this is purely experimental. It's kind of like the time I played the cow opening every game in Title Tuesday. I scored like 6.5 with the cow. So, I mean, if I score 6.5
yes,
today, I'll be elated. But I don't think I probably have the best chance for that. Let's do a prediction for this one. Oh, how many points will Eric score with this new? Oh, with okay. We'll just say how many points will Eric score today. I think this is fine. We'll make the prediction the first 10 minutes. And this will probably just be a one-time thing. Like, this is not going to be a permanent fixture of playing this opening. I just feel inspired. And just get something fresh. I mean, the nice thing is I don't really have to think for the first, like, 10 moves of every game. I'm going to just stick with the same setup. Like, a normal score for me is usually 6 or 6.5. But, again, like, I'm playing this new opening. I'm subjecting myself to maybe a little bit of pain, and the whole point is to have fun. Actually, I did load in like Magnus's games from earlier in a Lichess study. Unfortunately, I didn't really have time to show them on stream. I was looking at them a little bit off stream, and he got very like playable positions in the middle game. It's like most of the points are around 5 or 5.5. Not too many people thinking I'll score 7.5 or better. Okay, first game. National Master. Just realizing my games will, like, these games are going to make it into the database, like the mega database of chess games. So maybe it'll throw off my future tournament opponents. Okay, so we're sticking with this hippo formation. Thinking f4 at the right moment. Maybe just right away. Maybe queen d2. Actually, maybe this first. Bring the knight back to the center. I want to play f4 at some point. Maybe g4, f4. Okay. Looks like we'll have a King's Indian type thing. And this is probably what I want, although it's still not super pleasant. Hmm. He is to eventually exploit the queen. I'm allowing bishop h5, but some ideas here. Like if takes, I play f6, I hit the queen and knight. Play g6. Keep the tension. Okay. My idea, knight h5. I mean, the queen side is probably crumbling. Play rook c1 first. Hmm. I forgot, sorry about that. I had to enable emote only. Queen c7. h5. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Gotta keep checking until it's checkmate. Why is this king so slippery? Where's my checkmate? There we go. Okay. Oh, what a game. What a game to start the tournament. I was probably losing, but look at this attack. I had to throw the kitchen sink at my opponent. Like, it seemed like everything was crumbling, but... Oh wow, rook takes e5 apparently is strong.
I recently had a pretty painful losing streak, but your advice to enjoy the process regardless really helped me get into the right headspace again. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Alex Werner, welcome back. So bishop h6, knight e8, knight takes e5. Look at the eval bar. Rook a3.
Eric. Also, Dortmund is in the Champions League final.
Ooh. Yeah, look at this. Look at this position. Oh. I have like most of my things on the H file. And white's things black's thing is pinned on g8. I'm pretty sure rook takes h3 was winning. My opponent missed it. But rook takes h3 is mate in 4. Takes queen d7, rook h2, and then queen h3 checkmate. Opponent missed it, took the pawn, and apparently I had force mate. Oh, I could have taken with knight first. Oh, look at this force mate. Knight takes f6, king e7, bishop f8. I didn't quite see that. Queen takes d8 as mate. What a game. We do game review? See the accuracy.
Enrique.
Oh, nice. 69.7. Hello, pump up the Jamie. How's it going? Any brilliant moves? No brilliant moves. Rook a3 double question mark. How many blunders were made? I made 3 blunders this game. 6 misses, 6 inaccuracies. That's okay though. We had fun. Perfect score so far. After 1 round. Oh gosh. I'm playing Grigoriy Oparin. This is Fabiano's second. Recently helped Fabi at the candidates. Okay. Here we go. Turn on emote only. See if he's prepared for this. Could play e6. d5 is an annoying move. Play queen c8. I could take also with f pawn. D6 is maybe coming. I mean, E5 is a move. Get some King's Indian set up. Maybe a similar structure to last game. Have to take. F5. The problem is F4. I have one idea. I'm going to castle. If takes on H6, I take and then win B4. Play G5. I think I have to go for this. We're getting something. Getting something. I don't have the time advantage, but I have the bishop pair. Trying to play the typical King's Indian moves. Maybe I'd go for this move now. And if takes, I take here. Knight D3 idea. If takes, I take. E4 doesn't quite work. Looking at rook A7, bishop B7. Could trade rooks. E4. E4 might be a move now. Let's try it. Oh, no. Got knight covers D4. I thought I have bishop D4. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably just losing here, but try and keep fighting. Takes. Might as well try this. Knight C3. Knight C3. Problem. I'm just looking for a way to fight, but not seeing much. Knight C3, there's bishop F6. Play King G8. Trying to set the stalemate trap. Okay. Had some fun that game still. He pretty cleanly outplayed me. I still feel like I got a playable position at some point. Of course it's better
Good
for
luck
white.
today, Eric.
Thank you, JR Nagy. Engine gives +2. Yeah, I went for this sign. Got my knight in. My position was stable, and then I just threw everything away with pawn e4. I was calculating takes and then bishop d4, forgetting this knight can move backwards from b5. Yeah, if I just like kind of wait, and it still takes a lot of work for white to crack the position.
11 months of paying to watch titled Tuesday VODs. Wow.
Wow. Thank you, the Smes. Happy 11 months. Free Alloway says Kramnik would report me. I think Kramnik is busy reporting people who are performing better than me. We'll see though. I wonder if anyone's reported me so far. You could have played knight e3 the last move, hoping for bishop takes e3. Oh, that would have been wise. I was hoping for queen takes c2, king here, and then pre-move h7. But not meant to be. So I'm 1 out of 2. That's probably the score I would have had anyway, like playing normally. I'll probably play down next round. And I'm actually wondering if there's more to analyze here. Engine likes knight c5. Knight c5 kind of makes sense. a3? I have 6 f3. Sometimes the way to understand these positions is to play against the engine and see what it comes up with. Okay. Kind of understand the point. Yeah, a lot of these sort of middle game structures will likely be a like King's Indian or like Benoni type thing, Banco, or just Hippo. So let's see, are there games still going? There are. Watching Jospin. 120 moves. We'll watch this game. Looks like white should be winning, but very low on time. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Wait, why is black playing on? Even if white flags, it's a draw. Chess.com is a little bit different compared to Lichess in this regard. Okay, next game starting very soon. Here we go. Here we go. It feels so wrong playing this. I'm gonna have to take like a long shower after this tournament.
Thanks for the content, Smile.
Well, my pleasure. But also sometimes my pain. Welcome back, Fife Coplite. Okay, well, I learned this idea from previously. If black expands the pawn, you play knight c4. I'll probably go for h4, h5. Minor pieces are actually nicely placed here. I still have... Probably don't have... I could play e4, actually. Closing things down. And there's d3. Bishop's a little bit stuck. Maybe prepare g5. Considering f4. Wow, f5? Looks like a very strong pawn storm. Trying to keep the queenside under control. This is reminiscent to my first game. Also my second game, like kind of similar attacking formation. f6. There's queen h5 as well. Let's start with queen h5. And g6 is now a pretty big threat. Black plays g6, I can probably go in. Bishop h3 on tap. This looks really, really good. Black is focusing on the queen side. Okay, so if I play g6, we trade. I take c2. This has to be good. Oh, that's a free rook. I almost trusted black that it's defended. Oh, is there rook c6? No, queen b8. Feels so strange to be up material after this opening. I could take first. Looking for the knockout blow. There's a funny line. I'm going to take first and play knight f5. And if rook c6, I take the rook and play knight e7. Oh no, my queen. Okay. That was very satisfying. And that was, that just felt very smooth. Like there was this small moment in the middle game, black tried to expand and cause some issues. But once the center closed down and the pawn started rolling, it was really, really nice. Yeah, black should probably take here. It's not pleasant to allow the bishop to come in, but at least then I don't have pawn f5. And this feels so wrong. Like, how am I getting playable positions, even like just winning positions with this? We look at game review. Welcome back to
I'm
Zboosh.
trying to decide which is more amazing, the fact that I've made it another yearly rotation around the sun,
Oh,
or
congratulations.
that I've remembered to sub with Prime for 15 months.
Oh, happy 15. Also, happy birthday, I guess, right? Happy birthday. Oh, okay, so I didn't have any brilliant moves this game, but I had a few great moves. Mainly moving my f pawn was great. F5 or f4 and f5. Engine likes this. What? You are threatening to win a knight. No, I'm threatening to win a bishop. I haven't really used this game review feature so much. Is it just confused between knight and bishop? I don't understand how I'm threatening to win a knight. Show moves. b5. What is this? They're just playing the engine line. I don't understand. I think it's trying to like explain the engine line, but it's creating a little bit more confusion. So, okay, it gives a rating estimation here. Oh, maybe, yeah, maybe it's a free knight, like 5 or 10 moves in the future. Like here, I'm threatening to win a knight. Okay. Okay, so that was round 3. We'll have, I guess, a small break waiting for other games to finish. Oh, is Magnus playing? Oh, Magnus is playing. Is he playing the same opening? No. Okay, he's reverted to more normal openings. Not the easiest game for Magnus to win, actually. Like, he's up a pawn, but these pawns are potentially weak. But it looks like he's trying to do Magnus things. And F5's a threat. Black's about to flag. Wow. Man, he makes it look so easy. Just play g4 and wait for your opponent to flag. So, not completely winning. Like queen c4 would have kept the game going. So, oh, we could watch Levy. Wait, is Levy... Okay, Levy's playing normal openings. Oh, he's actually playing what I like to play. Oh no, my Levy. What if I play Levy next game? We're both 2 out of 3. But we're probably too close in rating. Oh, Hikaru against Precor. Ooh. Precor trying to win this position. Looks like it should be a draw. Yeah, I mean, this is a theoretical draw. I'd be very surprised if Hikaru spoils this. What areas do you think you're better than Levy and vice versa? Levy's definitely stronger, I think, tactically. I think he thrives more in attacking positions. And I'm probably a bit better when it comes to positional understanding. But we're similar, like, in terms of opening prep. A lot of our openings can overlap. Oh yeah, maybe staying calm too. But Levy's probably just a stronger blitz player than me. Maybe I'm like slightly stronger in classical. But we're both like, we can both be streaky, where if we're in good form, we can play very well. If we're in bad form, we can play pretty badly. So it's hard to pinpoint sometimes, depend on the day. Okay, here we go. Back to emote only. So far I'm dodging Magnus and Hikaru. Actually, don't know the name of this player. We should keep in mind that my opponent hasn't seen a5 rook a6. They haven't moved yet. So I think they're just maybe late to the game. Pulling a Magnus Carlsen. Magnus was like, what, 3 minutes late to one of his games in the World Rapid Blitz. I mean, I'm happy to accept time odds. I would like to play a game though. It'd be sad if the game doesn't happen. I guess we'll trade time odds for rook odds or rook for bishop odds maybe. Have I gained rating? Maybe I've gained a little bit of rating this tournament. I lost to a Oparin, but beat a couple lower rateds. So much suspense. I guess I could pre-move this too. Well, here we go. Okay. Time odds versus material odds. Okay, so this is a little bit different. I mean, this move definitely weakens the light squares. Maybe like queen a8. Should probably throw in d6. I go for g5. Starting with queen 8. And a v5 knight b8. Interesting development scheme. Knight on b8, queen on a8. I do have the battery. Knight e4 is the idea for white. I'm thinking f5 here. f5 loses c7. Play c6. It's a little bit annoying. Oh, what to do, what to do. Really wasn't sure what to do. I think I have to take on e4. Not the move I wanted to go for. And my knight's completely stuck. I'm gonna have to play d6 at some point. Hmm. That's not good. Still trying. Wow, there's a funny stalemate. Okay. Not meant to be. I tried my resources there. Okay, I'm 2 out of 4. I burned a lot of time. Where is it? It was here. I spent like almost a minute and a half here. I could take on... Yeah, maybe I should have taken on f3. The rook c8's still playable. e6 was probably not the right thing to go for. Yeah, the problem was my knight was so stuck. And then white used the c file. The dangerous thing about this opening, if a file opens up, white has more rooks than myself. I think it was pretty hopeless. Even though like there were some chances, even till the very end, getting my king up. Yeah, this is still just winning for white. Okay. Well, we have a break. Question about 23, knight takes g3. I think I was close to playing that. Yeah, the problem is I can't take the pawn immediately because there's rook c8. So I guess it's somehow playable with bishop f8. But still this? Yeah, maybe black can somehow stabilize. Just didn't quite find the precise line. Okay, 2 out of 4. Probably 6 minutes until the next game starts. 14 months of
bad time management, but I guess this was the worst, haha.
Haha. Thank you, backward spawn.
Month 11 of asking for the Jerome Gambitim Rosen Angry Goose.
Oh. Is the Jerome like better or worse than this opening? Maybe a little bit worse. Maybe someday. If I ever do a disrespect speedrun, I can play the Jerome. You Drago. Yeah, so again, for anyone just joining, I explained this a little bit at the beginning, but I'm playing this new opening repertoire today. I can't make moves on this board, but maybe I can bring up... I'll bring up my my most enjoyable game. I assume most people like know the backstory. Although I guess it's possible, like if you don't follow Reddit or watch Levy's videos, maybe there's some people that haven't seen the backstory. But this opening has been a bit trendy recently. Magnus Carlsen played it in the early Title Tuesday every game. Basically, the point is to sacrifice the rook ASAP and then play a hippo setup. And we basically play down the exchange, but you try and keep the position closed and try and make sure the rooks can't do damage. And there's some venom to it, like as we saw in, at least in this one game I played, with, yeah, the hippo setup. And if the position closes down, then the minor pieces can actually be very, very strong. Or the pawns can be very strong. That was nice to win both rooks in this game. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna like delve too much into the drama scandal part of the story. There's a lot of stuff in forums that I don't really want to speculate about. But the opening itself is I mean, it's really just meant to have fun, get something fresh. On the black side, I'm still starting with a5, rook a6. Because the point is usually to castle kingside. If you start with h5, I think h5 is a little bit more dubious. The difference here, oops. Difference here is, wait a minute, what am I doing? Rook here. takes. I guess there's a few differences. For one, white can't castle kingside. And then when you do this on the queen side, the queen can very quickly come to the corner. In this case, the queen can't come to the corner because usually one of the plans is to create the battery. So with this, why am I playing knight a3 by instinct? Unconscious is taking over. So with this, there's bishop b2 and queen a1, which you can get right away. And everything also applies to the black side. Like you do the queen side stuff, and then still castle king side. I still don't know what to call this opening. The Visu, someone was calling it the Hong. I think it did originate from this player Andrew Hong. Exchange sack line, drama attack. Magnus scored 8.5 with it. Actually, I have his games in a llchess study. Not every opponent took his rook though. So he had some games where his rook just stayed on a3, and he tried to make the most of it. But then there were other games where his opponent took the rook and... but he put his knight on f3. Interesting. Maybe provoking this? Play this. Anyway, let's get ready for the next game. Starting soon. Oh no, wait. Okay. Almost missed the game. I think I had closed my live chess tab. Thankfully, it still paired me. Oh dear. My opponent's doing the same thing. I'm out of my prep. Wait, takes. If I take... this is actually interesting. If I take, then take, and then take f3, I think I go for this. And if takes, I take... I'd eventually take on d7 with check. Okay, well this is some new opening theory developing here. Bring my knight to c4. d5 might happen. I'm threatening bishop b2 now. I'm not threatening this because queen e5 check. But this is a pretty big threat because I cover e5. I like how my opponent just did the same thing. Knows what's up. There's opposite color bishops. We both have potential weaknesses in our kingside setups. Can I play bishop b2 and take the pawn now? Now there's no queen e5. Threatening maybe queen b5. Queen b5. Knight c6. Takes. I just play knight h3 and castle. Like, the idea is to eventually play f4. If bishop takes f3, there's queen b5. I think that's okay for me. There's also queen takes f3. Take and then castle. Maybe I should not have allowed this. It's a funny position to castle in. And there's d4 perhaps. The way to challenge the center. It's equal material. 6. I want to play knight g4. Knight g4, there's h5. Can I have bishop a3 first? It seems very shaky for black. Might have to play c5 here. Now I'm threatening this. Also threatening to take and win the pawn. King g7 though. Okay, well, opponent misses the thing. Or maybe it was just persistent in sacking the exchange. I'm not used to being up the exchange this tournament. Bishop b2. I could play a5 first. Go play rook d1. I want to play b5. If takes, I take and rook b1. I think this works. In c5, I have c3. There's bishop e4. Be fine though. Take 6. Yeah, this should be good. Okay. Not the most conventional chess game. I'm gonna have rook. This is probably the cleanest way. Take and then queen. Okay. There we go. I wonder who made the novelty of this game. Some like deep opening theory emerging from these games. Okay, I'm back on a plus score. I'm 3 out of 5. Oh, wait. What happened to the scene? Sorry about that. I think I was so flustered about the my window being closed earlier. I forgot to check the scene. I wonder if like the board auto resized. Like, yeah, that's probably what happened. Because I closed live chess and I reopened it and it didn't save my board setting. Okay. Hopefully it looks fine now. I wonder how many other people are doing this in today's Title Tuesday. Like with Magnus doing it earlier, I feel like it maybe sparked some inspiration among some title players. myself included. My theory is going to be rapidly developing. Magnus is still 5 out of 5. Still perfect. I'll probably still play down next game. Do I dare click the game review for this? Let's see the accuracy. Oh, hey, 88.9. That's suspiciously high given the opening. Oh, no brilliant moves. Okay, there's a few games still going this round. This game might come down to knight bishop checkmate. Oh, it's going to make progress. Good technique. B6 coming. Okay, move 112. So white has until move 162 to do the checkmate. The knight's in the wrong place though. Knight has to be here or here. Oh, actually, no, wait. Knight's in the right place. Never mind. There you go. The knight wants to be here now. There you go. If it was a dark square bishop, the knight wants to be here or here. Okay, here we go. I still can't believe I'm on a plus score with this opening after 5 rounds. Opponent's not taking the rook. Opponent takes the rook. Okay. There we go. I might have to play d5. d5. A little bit anti-positional with this bishop. I didn't want to allow this and this. Yeah, nice thing is white doesn't have a light squared bishop, which is usually very nice to have in these sort of structures. Dark squared bishop isn't as strong. White's trying to use the pawn though. Crack the position. I could play this for the trade. The G file opens for me. We're closing things down. I want to play this move. Oh, is white threatening knight g5? Wow, I was completely oblivious to that. I think it's okay. I think I can take and put the king on g6. Should have been a little bit more aware though. Knight g5. I could just play like... Start with bishop f8, knight g5, maybe king g6. If h5, king g7. Yeah, because I take... Pawn takes king g7, queen h5 is probably lights out. Knight might be rerouting to f4 and it's going to wiggle its way in. Put the queen on f8. I think this is holdable. Wait, what? If I take the queen, oh wow. Oh, am I just losing? I'm just losing. Queen h5 is like mate in 3. I'm not even that upset. Okay. Well played. Knight f4 and f3 checkmate. Oh, yeah. Oh. Nice find. Wow. That was... I mean... That was sad for me, but also brilliant for my opponent. Really can't be that upset.
Oh no, you're a rook.
Oh no. I'm a rook. I think that meant to say, oh no, you're a rook. But oh no, sometimes I feel like a rook. I can only move forward. Or backward, or left and right. Yeah, I really thought the kingside was safe after like we got the structure. But white coordinated beautifully here. I was expecting knight f4 and then queen h5. I was calculating this, like queen f8, and I thought I was okay here. But clearly I was not okay. Let's see. Engine says I should run before white can actually sack the queen. Oh yeah, what if I take the knight? Well, if I take with the pawn, yeah, the problem here is that h-file opens. And then after queen h5, it's really hard to stop checkmate. It's actually impossible to stop checkmate. Maybe I could have taken with rook, but that's still pretty bad. And then, yeah, after queen h5, if I play king g7, it's mate in 1. Bishop supports the queen. So, yeah, nice job to my opponent. That was Todd Andrews. I feel like I know that name. Try and take away some lessons from this opening. So engine says bishop b7. What's the plan after knight e4? d6, knight f6. Oh, we can just take and play knight f5? g4? Wow. Wow, this is cool. I would have thought this is like bad for black. Pawn on f6. But apparently black can afford to just beat down a whole rook for 2 pawns. The light square diagonal is so strong here. Rook e3, queen g4, f5. Man. It's actually really cool. Okay, so I'm 3 out of 6. Let's see what people predicted. Where's my chat? Prediction. I'll just show this real quick. Thank you, Rookskala. Happy 23. So these are the predictions. Currently, I'm on 3. So if I lose the rest of my games, 4 people get rewarded some channel points. How many rounds are there? 3 out of 6. There's 5 more rounds. I could still finish with 7.5 or better. Bulk of the points are between 4.5 and 6.5. It's so crazy how like the light square bishop offers so much compensation. Like it's worth provoking white to kind of go crazy on the king side. Allow this to happen. Okay, looks like there's one game. Oh, no games going? Or did the list not update? Ah, here we go. Okay, watching Faruja against this person. Looks like Faruja is about to win. Looks pretty winning for black. You never know. Queen h3 checkmate. Okay.
I hear there is insanity afoot.
There is. Welcome to the insanity. Black's showing very good technique here, by the way. I would play this move. Okay. Next game starting soon. Also, welcome back, half-witted Diplodocus. There we go. I feel so wrong playing this. Like, when I return to normal openings, I'm gonna have a new sense of gratitude for not being down material by move 3. I play g4, e4, h4. I feel like it's the spirit of the position. Opponent's considering knight takes. H4, F, H4, E4 I'm calculating. Just go for it. You eventually F4. And D5 is currently undefended, so F4 not only threatens F5, but also unleashes the bishop, hitting D5. It does allow bishop E4 maybe. I have F5. Yeah, we're having fun here. I mean, now I have G6. H5 is a clear target. I think the plan is just to play knight G3, win the pawn, push my H pawn. Black is attacking. Actually a clever move. Wants to play queen G4. Considering pawn C4 just to block the queen. Knight G3 also looks playable. E4. Really don't want to open the file though. Oh, it's really annoying. I'm not sure what to do. E4. I'll play C4. I'm gonna play this. Wasn't sure. Learned a lot of time there. Now I can take. Now the threat is this and this to trap the queen. I think black's too slow to play rook h8. Making there's annoyance. Taking a risk. Not quite what I wanted. There we go. Oh, what a game. Okay. I've earned so much time after queen b4. It's like so resourceful from black. Does it look like a very easy attack once I play g6? But the prospect of queen g4, I didn't see a great way to stop it. I really wanted to do something crazy, like sack the knight and then take. But there's knight f8. I don't think I'm in time to set up bishop a3. I'm gonna check what the engine says here. Okay, best move knight g3. So I eventually played the best move. Oh, Joe Brune saying rook h1 instead of knight takes h5. I think the issue is queen g4. It's playable though. Could maybe trade queens and win back the pawn. But the idea was to take and then play rook h1 next move and avoid the queen trade. Are you afraid that the opponent pre-moves b5, b4, b takes a3? If they do that, they deserve to win. I have to watch out for that though. That's funny. Oh, this is technically the where opening. But I don't think we can... I don't think we should be calling it the where. Because it's really about sacking the exchange, which I don't think is actually part of the... maybe the original idea of the where. Although I'm not sure about the history, like why it's called this. Maybe at some point we can take a poll, like what opening to call this. And if knight f3, this is a potato variation. Another opening, I have no idea why it's called what it is. Oh, well, lichess. Oh, lichess might like explain the history, right? We go like tools, openings, where... Oh, it's named after Preston Ware, US chess player. Okay, interesting. But lichess doesn't have... I know the layout's a little bit skewed, but lichess doesn't have the rook sack line. This opening has no statistics. Almost never occurs among serious chess players and is fundamentally unsound. I feel like this needs to be updated. It is fundamentally unsound, but it has occurred among some serious chess players. At least serious chess players acting unserious. Can we look up the potato? The potato. No description of the opening. Yeah, potatoes don't deserve any descriptions. Not the cleanest game. I like my opponent's username, RantomOpening. Here we go. Are we going to see a random opening against this nonsense? There we go. So I'm 4 out of 7 on the plus score. Doing my hippo things. I'm gonna just expand. D4 might happen. Okay, I mean, this is what I want. Just a more closed structure with f4 on the horizon, maybe bishop back to c1 to support f4. Five on tap. Knight's coming to d6. Let's play bishop c1. f4, take. They start with g5. And b5 might be happening. I'm kind of dreaming of pushing the h-pawn. Wow. That's a good move. I have to take. There's f4. Also knight c4 I'm considering. Try knight c4. I was a little bit curious about this line. This might be bad, but knight comes into h6. Queen comes to g4, and I keep pushing maybe. Wow. Queen f3. It's getting interesting. If we trade queens and rook f8, my king lands on e4. And bishop is currently restricted by black's pawns. Maybe I can target the e5 pawn. We trade and then king f3. I'm not down any material. I still have all 8 pawns. But so does black. I think bishop takes f4 now. I'm looking for ideas. One idea is to play rook b1 and then a5. Also, black is kind of stuck. Rook c6. That makes sense. Play king e4. And knight is tied down to this pawn. Rook here, maybe I can keep walking in. Rook goes back and then king d6. h5. Black's just trying to close everything down. I don't want to take. I might have to sack the bishop at some point if I want to win. King's coming. I'll leave the tension. Yeah, I might end up sacking. I'm trying to put black in Zugzwang. Tricky position. Take. Take on a5. I think I just go for it. Taking a risk. I might lose this, but I might win this. Seven pawns against 5 pawns. Rook a7 on tap. Outside passer. The knight's kind of clumsy. Wow, what is this move? d3 probably coming. d3 I take and rook a7.
I would also watch you play Mana Lords.
There we go. Okay. Took work. It took work. The risk paid off. Sacking my my bishop on a5. Thank you, E. Jofo. Also, hey TJ, welcome back. Okay, well, I'm 5 out of 8. We have another break. Maybe I've lost a little bit of rating this tournament, but I mean, this is kind of a par score for me. 5 points. There's 3 more games to go. I mean, I'm still like, it's still possible to get 8, which is my best score ever, but if that happens, I'll be a little bit sad. I'm I feel like this is already making me question, like, what's the point of chess openings? You can just get a losing position on move 2, and then the game's just determined later. Do you think your opponents will quit chess after this opening? Well, maybe they'll take up the opening, realizing how strong it is. Again, I think this goes to show, like, chess is just, it's a fight. Like, even if you're down material early, rooks are not so useful in the middle game. And, I mean, my opponent played some good moves. I think f5 was very strong. We got this weird configuration. I think rook takes f5 was just giving away most of the edge. Apparently black is still for choice. Best move, rook f8. Ah. Immediately target the pawn. I think I would have played queen g4. And then check. And then, yeah, it's kind of hard to hold things together. Like f3, a4 hangs. It could still get crazy. Like, I could still try and attack. Will you start playing this in classical? We shall see. Probably not, though.
I think this is encouraging.
Mm-hmm.
It means there's merit beyond just memorizing openings. Thanks for the great content.
Oh, thank you, GM Hoffman. Yeah, this definitely makes me want to experiment more. Like, there's a lot of title chooses where I kind of just stick with my main repertoire. Maybe I'll do like a Hippo title Tuesday where I play the Hippo every game. And just see like what it's like. It's just a completely different way to approach chess. Why does chat go in emote only mode every time the game starts? It's one of the rules with Title Tuesday. I don't look at chat like anyway while I play games in Title Tuesday, but it's yeah, it's one of the requirements. I'm probably gonna take a small break. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break, refill my water, and I'll be back momentarily. Stay tuned. Have about 3 minutes to go.
In the past couple of years, we've seen some new openings being created. The cow, alien, egg, and now this
And
opening.
now this, yes. I mean, that's the great thing about chess. Like, there's always new discoveries to be made, new lands to explore. I feel like this opening, like we're reaching some new like deep depths of the ocean, or maybe some faraway galaxy. Maybe a slightly dubious galaxy. Welcome back to Backwards Popcorn. Happy 18 months. Yeah, this opening is actually like the same dubiousness level of the Stafford, probably. If we just take this position, see the valuation. Oh, it's only -1. I thought it was -2. Maybe if black plays e5? e5, g3. Wow. Wait a minute. So, okay, the best move is rook a1, but g3 doesn't, like, hugely increase the valuation for black. If it's only -1, then this opening is probably less dubious than the Stafford. Okay, at high depth, yeah, it's probably, like, more severe. That's a good point. But low depth is sometimes a better indicator of, like, how playable the position can be, especially when there's no immediate tactics. Do engines help create new openings? I'd say they help discover new openings. Yeah, creating or inventing, it's maybe a debatable term. But for sure they discover ideas all the time. I can recommend checking out Matthew Sadler on YouTube. He has a great YouTube channel about like engine inspired openings, basically. There we go. I'm playing as 2024. Wait. Wow, I almost pre-moved knight a6. Oh, that would have been tragic. Okay, thankfully I I controlled myself. Okay, getting the hippo set up as usual. So I had something like this earlier, where there's an idea to allow the knight to come in, and then yeah, there's some really cool idea here. Knight e4. Let's play this first. I guess white's not going for it. A little bit disappointed. Maybe I can play this anyway. If takes, I'll take. I had this structure earlier where my opponent sacked a queen for force mate. But hopefully I can manage here. I really don't want to close down the diagonal. Start with a rook here. Bishop f8. Okay, some thematic ideas. Might see 91. The knight wants to come back to the center. Play this move. Just realizing I maybe could have considered rook takes g2. Be really cognizant of queen h5.
The big 7-0.
Queen h5. I'm having flashbacks to that previous game. And queen e8. I might sack another exchange, actually. Let's try this. This actually looks really interesting. Queen h5, rook g6. Because if no file's open, then like the rooks hopefully can't hurt me. White might be looking to play g4. Hmm. I may have just made g4 stronger, but g4 bishop e7. Hmm. take with a rook? Take with bishop. Take. Also have queen d8. Queen d8's probably the way to go. Pressure is mounting. Oh, f7's hanging. Yeah. Forgot about f7. I have rook. Oh, that's not good. Queen f8. The hope is takes here, takes, and then checkmate. Probably not going to happen though. Not dead yet. Rook g8 might be strong. This move. Some hope. Okay. Felt like I had some chances somewhere. I somehow survived the attack. Okay, this ending. I was so fortunate to have this move to pin the queen and then pin the queen again. But I barely had any time. Engine finds queen d6. Yeah, I would have had to... It's actually very difficult because e6 is hanging. Knight moves allows rook d7. Wait, f4. Oh, wow. Wait, did I have this in the game? No. So I had it here. I had the chance to play f4 instead of king f8. And then if king g4, it's perpetual check. That's such a funny idea. The king has to move here, we move back. And there's no way for the king to escape. Which means the king would have had to move here to g2. Walking into discovery. And then there's a fight like after knight d2. King moves and then... Oh, it's still some almost perpetual. I guess the king can escape via f1. Yeah, white's still objectively better. Did my heart rate increase? Okay, it's back to normal levels. So I'm 5 out of 9. 2 more games to go. Should at least take away some lessons from this early middle game. Also, thank you XI Sparks. Happy 70 months. Yeah, one of the founders of the channel. Okay, I think it was a successful opening. Like, engine gives less than +1 for white. Unfortunately, okay, well, here we go. Back to emote only mode. E6. Preparing bishop takes a3. Calculating c4. I just wait a little bit. Okay. You're getting the structure a lot. Bishop c1. There's a5, knight b6 is an idea. Can't quite play f4. An idea to play knight f3. Interesting. Okay. Knight f3 looks playable. It's risky. I'm allowing the h file to open. I just didn't want to play g4 and allow knight f4. Thinking king g1 here. I do knight h2 to g4. Hitting f pawn. Yeah, pressure's mounting. And black can probably defend. I like the setup though. All the pieces basically serve a purpose. h4. Rook f5. Rook f5, knight g7, rook f2. In d1. I feel like the queen's more useful having access to h5. Might have the idea knight h6 to f5 and queen h5. Queen e6 is coming. Queen e6, knight f5, take, I win the bishop. I always want to keep in mind this move too. Or like timing is pretty good there. Setting up bishop h3. Yeah, this is a one piece not really playing a role. Also, at b5, I have knight a5. If takes, I take the knight. How does black defend? Black's gonna run. There. Wait a minute. Wants to play f5. This is okay, because f5 I just take. I'll take with a rook. The panic move. You have to go for g5. Let's go. Okay. Ah, that was a fun game. Had some fun there. Again, got this King's Indian structure. Black tried to gain space on the king side, but yeah, eventually I was able to kind of arrange the pieces in a nice manner. This knight h2 to g4 is quite nice. And then eventually to h6 to f5. I mean, I almost let things slip. Like, it looked good for white. b4 was probably really bad. I wanted to play a5, but then b5 and yeah, knight b6 doesn't quite work. I probably should have just gone for g5 sooner. But eventually I got g5 in, and then, yeah, then it worked out nicely. Double attack. So 6 points, wow. I think I've beat my title Tuesday score from last week. last week I scored like 5 or 5.5. Yeah, this is making me question everything about chess. At least blitz chess. Like classical, this is probably much, much worse, but blitz, getting away with it. So we have one more game or two more? No, one more, right? That was round 10. So one more. Okay, here we go. What place am I in? My top 100? I'm tied for top 100. Oh god, playing a GM. Here we go. Shout out to my opponent who's also streaming. Who is this? Okay, Pablo Salinas. There we go. Okay, good thing I didn't pre-move that. Yeah, I want to play h5. Hmm. I think here I just leave my king in the center. Rook should be supporting the h-pawn. I have the queen bishop battery. Knight will probably come back to d7. Oh wow. I just like started looking at that. I have g4. Or probably has to be played. Okay. Still hopefully have a fight. King f8. King e7. Problem is king... I think I have to play king e7. It's king f8, queen f3. I have f5, but it's probably safer. Hmm. Material-wise, it's I have two bishops for rook and two pawns. Interesting imbalance. Rook h4 might be in the air. Rook h4, queen f3. That's terrifying. I mean, if knight f5 works, I don't think it does though, because it takes in king f8. Queen f3, I have rook here, and then I was thinking queen h8. King f1, bishop a6 probably. That's a move. Do I have bishop f6? I'm threatening rook h1, bishop h4. I just missed bishop d4. No, bishop d4 probably doesn't work. 93. Takes a 93. Definitely an idea to keep in mind though. I'm leaving this bishop hanging. Then king f2, bishop a6. There's also knight c5 ideas. Really? So, okay. Understand that. Actually, there's knight f5. That's a strong move. I take, doesn't work. That's a very strong move. Let's see what to do. Because knight f5. Try this. Okay. I resign. What a game. It felt like I had chances around here. Rook d2 is kind of a safe move, though.
Clock was making my heart rate go up, and I'm not even playing lol GG.
Yeah. Welcome back, Pammy J. It feels like there's almost something here. Like knight d3. Or knight d3 would threaten some force mates. Maybe. Maybe not. Threatens queen h1. Oh, Engine says white's completely winning. Do I have any chances this game? So when I played bishop f6, I was optimistic because it's not easy for white to stop this and this. But d takes e6 was so strong. And then the problem is if I go for this, turn off emo only mode. If I go for this, this, and this, there's knight f5 because I don't have a pawn on e6. And I can't really take because then I lose a knight. So apparently the best move was knight de5, leaving my bishop hanging, allowing this. How does this work? Knight f5, king f8, knight takes. Wow. Black would be down 2 exchanges and 3 pawn. Or no. Oh no, I would only have I'd be down. What, it's rook and 3 pawn? No. Rook and 4 pawns for 2 bishops? I can't count. What's the material? Oh, it's 3 minor pieces. It's 2 bishops and a knight for rook and 4 pawns. No, 2 rooks and 4 pawns. 3 minor pieces for 2 rooks and 4 pawns. Congratulations, Magnus Carlsen, winning title Tuesday. 9.5 points. Free Alloway says you could have pinned the queen. But at what moment? Because if I play it here, there's knight f5 check. That's why d takes e6 was so strong. But did I miss a queen at another moment? Yeah, I think the rest of the game was just one-sided. Yeah, my best chance was knight de5, which is just insane. Like allowing knight f5, allowing this, but then I skewer the queen and rook. Oh, I have bishop f2 here. Wow, the queen's almost trapped. If queen h3... Oh, the knight's also hanging. Oh, what a crazy position. What if takes first? I take and hit the queen. Thank you, B-Row. First time prime. Okay, well, the tournament's over. I finished with 6 points. A better score than last week. I finished. Did I finish top 100? Just outside the top 100. 111. Thank you, the idiot. 1821. Gifting to 03. So let me reward the prediction. We have it here. Let me zoom out. So 14% of people, or 14% of channel points, 20 people total, predicted correctly. I like how there's 12% saying 7. That's kind of hard to navigate here. 12% for 7.5 or better. Anyway, yeah, let's choose the outcome. 6 points. Oh, Nate Brady went all in on 7.5. Nice. Complete. Okay. I think whatever my next stream will be, I will revert to normal chess. Hopefully my normal openings are not ruined from this. Hopefully this gave me just some sense of new insight into how chess works. Can you do a video about prepping, what it takes to get to different stages of rating? Now, it's basically the speed run, unless you're referring to opening preparation. But, I mean, opening preparation isn't super relevant. As we saw today, can get by with playing a lot of different things. But it's hard to go wrong with picking like an opening at really any level below 2000. It's also good to be self-aware of like what your style is, what your tendencies are, what your strengths and weaknesses are, and then try and play openings that align with your style, but also openings that you're excited to play. Like one of the reasons why I wanted to try this today was because I was excited to play it. It's just something completely fresh and different, and as we saw, it was not completely terrible, despite how it looks. So, before I wrap things up, how about we do one puzzle rush? Just winding down with some puzzles. I like the new animation for Puzzle Rush. I think it's new. My goal is to get to 40. Oh, it was Rook F1. Oops. Rook D1 first. Okay. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. I can control my mouse movements. Okay, if I don't get to 40, yeah, let's play again. Okay. Once I get to 40, I'll end the stream. Stay focused. One. Oops. Some of these are not like actual puzzles, they're just playing the main legal moves. That's a puzzle. Nice queen sack. Check and mate. I don't know what to do here. What am I missing? E6? What am I missing? I have no idea. Takes, I have 7. What is this? H3? I'm burning all my time. Oh, queen takes G4. There we go. Okay, I'm glad I found that. Not sure. Okay. Get 10 in a minute. Okay. Let's try one more time. Oh, quit. Okay. Again, the target is 40. Still not feeling entirely comfortable with my mouse. Have to avoid slipping. 2 strikes. King f7 or 97? Probably king f7. d3, bishop d2, knight f2. Oh, 93. Okay. h6 checkmate. No, h6 takes 6. Got to 40. Bishop. Rook here? No. What is this? I was very lucky. I didn't see the idea there. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna wrap it up. Thanks everyone for tuning in. It was a fun stream.